August 3rd, 21, Zulu. The primary aviation concerns today are concentrated along a cold front, extending from the upper Midwest into the mid-Atlantic. While smoke continues to impact visibility across much of the western United States, the front is organizing the greatest potential for convective delays from Iowa toward the central Appalachians, while smoke, marine stratus, and isolated desert outflow winds remain the dominant operational issues farther west. Plan for generally favorable flying outside these corridors, but expect localized reductions in visibility, shifting winds, and convective reroutes where these features intersect major hubs. Across the Pacific Northwest, widespread VFR prevails, though wildfire smoke continues to reduce horizontal and slant range visibility from Seattle south through Oregon, Idaho, Northern California, Utah, and into portions of Colorado. California remains split between persistent coastal marine stratus producing periods of IFR and locally LIFR near Monterey Bay, the Central Coast, and portions of the Los Angeles Basin, while inland terminals stay largely VFR beneath a strengthening ridge. Across Arizona, isolated afternoon and evening thunderstorms over the higher terrain will generate strong outflow boundaries capable of producing sudden wind shifts, blowing dust and temporary visibility reductions into the Phoenix area. Denver marks the western edge of today's frontal system as a dry cold front brings gusty northerly winds, isolated high-based showers with microburst potential, and increasing smoke behind the boundary. Eastward across the plains, Texas remains under the influence of the subtropical ridge with widespread VFR and minimal operational weather outside afternoon heat. The primary weather corridor extends from Kansas through Iowa and northern Missouri, where the advancing cold front interacts with deep moisture to produce repeated rounds of showers and thunderstorms. Heavy rainfall, localized flooding, lowering ceilings, and embedded convection may require reroutes and airborne holding near the frontal zone, particularly around central Iowa. Farther east, Chicago and the western Great Lakes remain largely VFR, with only localized lake breeze wind shifts ahead of the approaching boundary. Into the northeast and mid-Atlantic, the same front continues southeast through the Washington and Baltimore corridor. Most organized convection shifts south of the major terminals by late day, leaving improving VFR conditions behind the front, with northwest winds gradually becoming northeasterly as drier air spreads across the region. Only localized valley fog is expected overnight west of the Appalachians, where skies clear and winds decouple. That's the national aviation weather picture for today. If this briefing helps your flight planning, consider subscribing for the daily operational outlook. Have the best flight, and we'll see you tomorrow.